English with EduWorld.
Learn English. Connect with world.
Hey everyone, welcome back to English with EduWorld. I'm Anna, and I'm really happy you're here with us today because we're talking about something that can completely change the way you sound when you speak English. We're diving into the real secret behind natural pronunciation.
And I'm Kenny. If your goal is to sound clear, smooth, and confident when you speak English, not perfect, just natural, then you're in the right place. Make sure to subscribe and stay with us because today we're giving you something you can use immediately in real life.
Most people think they need more vocabulary to sound professional, but they are dead wrong. Your brilliant ideas are dying halfway through your sentences because you lack the magic bridge.
Discover the 3-step psychological secret to stop stuttering and start leading every conversation today.
Have you ever shared a great idea in English, but suddenly your words felt like scattered pieces of a broken puzzle? You were in the middle of a sentence and then silence. Your heart started racing because you couldn't find the bridge to connect your thoughts.
It is a painful feeling, especially in an important meeting when everyone is waiting for your answer. You have the knowledge, but without the right connectors, your confidence just disappears into thin air. You feel like a prisoner in your own mind because you can't explain your perspective clearly.
Welcome to English with EduWorld, your home for confident communication. Today, we are going to reveal the secret magic bridges that professional speakers use to sound polished and persuasive. We will show you why your English is actually good enough, but your structure is simply missing a few vital pieces.
If you stay until the end, you will learn a 3-step system that stops you from over-explaining forever. This secret will turn your shaky opinions into powerful, professional statements instantly. Before we start, please subscribe to our channel to support us in creating more life-changing lessons for you.
Let's practice a simple bridge sentence right now to feel the difference. Say this out loud. I believe this is a good plan because it saves us time. Now try, I feel happy since the weekend is coming.
Before we dive deeper, we have a question for your heart. What is your biggest struggle when sharing an opinion? Vocab. I start speaking, but I get lost in the middle of my sentence. Connection. I stay quiet because I don't know how to explain my why.
Please type vocab or connection in the comments below. We read every single one.
Reading your comments, it is clear that many of you feel the frustration of having a powerful mind but a scattered voice.
The truth is, your English is actually much better than you think, but you are trapped in the scattered thoughts cage. When you try to explain your reasoning without the right connectors, your ideas feel like a messy room with no doors. You start over-explaining and repeating yourself because you are searching for a way to make your point feel complete. This makes you sound hesitant and unsure, even when you have the best idea in the office.
This happens because we focus so much on big vocabulary that we forget the small, logical bridges that hold a conversation together. Without words like because, so that, or due to, your listener has to work too hard to follow your logic. These connectors are the secret tools that improve your flow and help you sound like a confident professional. They transform your speech from a list of random facts into a persuasive story that people actually want to listen to.
Let's practice 2 simple power connections to see how they change your energy immediately. Say this out loud. I think we should wait due to the high cost. Now try this. I believe this is right since it helps our customers. Can you feel how those small words make your opinion sound much more polished and strong? That is the power of structure, and it is the first step toward your freedom.
Once you feel that power of structure, you realize that you don't need complicated words to be a leader in any conversation.
Welcome back to English with EduWorld, your safe place to grow and find your true professional voice. I am Anna, and I know exactly how it feels to have your heart beating fast because you want to sound smart, but feel lost instead. I have spent years learning that being clear is much better than being clever, especially when you are sharing your heart. Beside me is Kenny, who always reminds us that communication is about building a bridge between two souls.
We're so happy to see our global family coming together to master these magic bridges today. We aren't just teaching you grammar, we're helping you build a life where you are heard and respected. When you participate in our quizzes and share your stories, you are telling the world that your opinion matters. Your journey to confidence is our priority, and we are honored to be your partners in this growth.
Let's practice some connection phrases to feel the support of this community right now. Say this with me. I am part of this family. Now try this. We learn to speak with power together. When we say these words, we realize that no one has to struggle alone in silence.
Can you feel the energy shifting in the room as we speak these truths? Let's take this collective courage and move into the specific structures that will make your opinion sound polished. Stay with us because your professional breakthrough starts with the very next step. As we walk this path toward a more powerful version of yourself, let this simple promise be your guide.
English with EduWorld. Speak with structure, lead with confidence. Practice saying it now. I lead with confidence. This truth is the foundation for every word you say from this moment forward.
To build that confidence, we must master the three-step structure that professional speakers use to make their ideas clear, logical, and incredibly easy to follow.
Let's start with step 1. State your opinion clearly and directly. Many learners make the mistake of apologizing or sounding shy before they even say their idea. They say things like, maybe I think, I don't know, but this makes you sound weak. Instead, you should use confidence starters to introduce your perspective in a strong way.
That is so true, Anna. You want to start with a firm foundation using phrases like, I believe, I think, or I would say. For example, if you're at work and someone asks for your thoughts on a new project, don't hesitate. Say, I believe this project will be a great success.
Let's practice some confidence starters together right now to feel the strength in your voice. I will give you a topic, and I want you to repeat the starter after Kenny. Topic: a new movie. Kenny, give us a starter.
I would say the new movie is fantastic. Now, you try saying that out loud. I would say the new movie is fantastic. Feel how that direct start makes you sound like you really know what you're talking about? Let's try one more for work.
Topic: changing the meeting time. Kenny.
I feel we should move the meeting to Tuesday. Say it with us. I feel we should move the meeting to Tuesday. Now that you have stated your opinion, your brain is ready for step 2. Explain why. This is where our magic bridges, the connectors, come into play.
A strong opinion must be supported by clear reasoning because without a why, people might not take you seriously. Step 2 is where you show your logic and make your opinion persuasive. Connectors help you move from your idea to your reason without falling into a silent gap. In this section, we will explore 3 important categories of connectors, starting with cause and result.
We use cause connectors to answer the question, why do you believe that? The most common word is because, which simply means for this reason. But to sound more professional, we also use since when the reason is already clear or obvious to everyone. For instance, if it is raining outside, you could say, since it is raining, we should stay inside.
We also have due to and because of, which are very similar in meaning but slightly more formal. A small but very important rule is that due to and because of must always be followed by a noun, like traffic or the weather. You can say, I was late due to heavy traffic, but you cannot say, I was late due to it was raining. For that, you would use because.
Let's practice using due to in a professional way. Imagine you're explaining a delay at work. Say this out loud. The project is delayed due to a lack of staff. Now try using since for an obvious reason. Since the sun is shining, let's have lunch outside.
Now let's look at the result side of this category. Sometimes we want to show the outcome of a situation using words like so or which is why. These words explain a consequence. For example, I studied really hard, so I passed the exam. Or, The team worked well together, which is why we finished early.
Let's try a practice sentence for results. Say it with me. The coffee shop was closed, so I went to the office early. Now try, I missed the bus, which is why I'm late. Using these connectors makes your story feel logical and complete.
Moving on to our second category, purpose connectors. When you make a decision, you often need to explain your intention or your goal. We use words like in order to, and so that to show why we did something. In order to is the most formal version, while to is very common in everyday conversation.
For example, you might say, I'm taking this English course in order to get a promotion. Or more simply, I'm studying so that I can travel the world. One focuses on your intention and the other focuses on your ultimate dream or result. Let's practice a purpose sentence together.
Practice this out loud. I am saving money so that I can buy a new car. Now try the formal version. I am practicing every day in order to improve my speaking. Can you feel the difference? One sounds like a goal and the other sounds like a plan.
Our third category is for when one reason is just not enough. Adding reasons. Sometimes you want to strengthen your opinion by giving 2 or 3 benefits. To keep your speech organized, you can use also, another reason is, or on top of that. On top of that is great because it adds emphasis to a really important or surprising detail.
For example, if you love your new house, you might say, I love my house because it is big. Also, it is near the park. On top of that, it has a beautiful garden. This makes your opinion feel like a strong, solid wall of evidence.
Let's practice adding a second reason. Say this. I like my job because the salary is good. Plus, my colleagues are very friendly. Now try, this policy is great because it saves time. Another reason is it saves money. You sound so much more convincing when you list your reasons like this.
Finally, we reach step 3. Wrap it up with a conclusion or a question. Doing this makes your opinion feel finished and invites the other person to join the conversation. You can reinforce your point by saying, that's why I think this is a good idea. Or you can ask a question like, what do you think? Or what's your take on this?
This is the most polite part of the structure. It shows that you are confident in your opinion, but you also value the other person's perspective. It turns a speech into a conversation. Let's practice a wrap-up question together.
Say this out loud. That is my perspective. What do you think about it? Or try this for a friend. I think this is the best choice. What's your take?
When you put all 3 steps together, opinion, reason, and conclusion, you create a magic bridge that no one can ignore. You are no longer just saying words. You are leading a professional dialogue. You have the power to explain why, and that is what makes people listen to you with respect.
Let's do a full practice using the 3-step structure. Opinion. I think learning English is important. Reason. Because it opens new doors for work. Conclusion. What do you think? Now you try saying the whole thing. I think learning English is important because it opens new doors for work. What do you think?
Wow, you sounded so polished and professional. You have just mastered the architecture of a great opinion. By using these connectors, you are taking control of your communication and showing the world the true power of your mind. Stay with us because we are about to show you how this structure can change your life outside of just English.
We are so proud of your progress today. You are moving from scattered thoughts to a structured, confident voice. Let's keep this momentum going as we move into the final parts of our lesson. Your transformation is happening right now, one connector at a time.
Once you have these structures in your hands, you start to see that speaking English isn't just about grammar. It is about the power of being truly understood.
Think about the times you stayed silent in a meeting because you were afraid your ideas would sound messy. You had a brilliant perspective, but you let the moment pass because you couldn't find the right words to connect your thoughts. That silence has a very high cost, doesn't it? It costs you the promotion you deserve, the respect of your colleagues, and the chance to show the world who you really are. Every time you don't speak up, a little piece of your confidence disappears, and you begin to feel invisible in your own life.
It is a heavy weight to carry when you feel like a passenger in a conversation instead of the driver. When you can't explain your reasoning, people might think you don't have an opinion, even though your head is full of deep thoughts. You watch others lead the discussion, not because they are smarter, but simply because they have the tools to structure their ideas. This creates a painful gap between the person you are inside and the person the world sees. You deserve to close that gap and let your real voice shine through the darkness of hesitation.
But now, imagine a different future where you walk into any room with a sense of calm authority. Imagine sharing your opinion at a dinner party and seeing everyone nod because your logic is so clear and easy to follow. You don't have to shout to be heard. Your structure does the work for you. There is a deep joy in the moment someone says, "That is a great point. I never thought of it that way." That connection is the reason we learn a language, and it's a feeling that changes how you see yourself forever.
Let's practice some sentences that carry this new, powerful energy of persuasion and connection. Say this out loud with me. I have a voice that matters. Now try this. My ideas are clear and logical. One more, with strength. I am ready to lead the conversation. When you speak these truths, you are not just practicing English, you are building a new identity as a confident communicator.
Real professional success comes when people trust your logic and feel your passion through your structure. You are no longer just a student repeating words, you are a professional sharing a vision. Every magic bridge you build with a connector is a bridge to a new friendship, a better job, or a stronger relationship. You are moving from the shadows of doubt into the light of clarity, and that is where your true freedom lives.
We want you to feel that fire in your heart today because you now have the keys to open any door. Don't let the fear of being not good enough stop you from using these structures to change your destiny. The world is waiting for your perspective, and now you finally have the bridges to deliver it. You are powerful, you are prepared, and your voice is exactly what we have been waiting to hear. To turn this fire into a permanent habit, you must step out of the shadows and test your new bridges in the real world starting right now.
We want to give you a special challenge to help you master these connectors before you forget them. I want you to think about one important decision you made recently, like changing your job or starting a new hobby. Write a short paragraph using our 3-step structure. State your choice. Give 2 reasons using connectors like since or on top of that, and wrap it up with a question. This tiny action will tell your brain that you are no longer a passive listener, but an active leader of your own English journey.
If you are ready to stop feeling scattered and start sounding polished, please subscribe to English with EduWorld right now. Your subscription is the fuel that keeps this channel alive, allowing us to build more magic bridges for learners all over the world. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button if you feel more confident after today's lesson. Sharing this video with a friend who struggles to explain their ideas is the best way to grow our family together.
Let's practice a commitment sentence to seal your promise for the week. Say it with me. I will use one connector today. Now try, my structure makes me strong. You are ready to shine, and we are so proud to walk this path with you.
As we bring this lesson to a close, take a deep breath and look back at the magic bridges we have built together today.
We have transformed the way you see communication, moving from a scattered and hesitant voice to a structured and powerful presence. You now know that you don't need 1,000 big words to be persuasive. You just need the 3-step framework. By stating your opinion, using connectors like since or due to, and wrapping up with an engaging question, you have changed the rules of the game. Your English is no longer a source of stress, but a tool for connection and professional leadership. Remember that every time you use a connector, you are not just joining words, you are joining hearts and minds.
The deep lesson for you today is this: structure is the architecture of respect. In every part of life, when you present your thoughts with order and logic, you show respect for your listeners' time and your own intelligence. We often think that being free means speaking without rules, but true freedom comes from having a solid foundation. When you have a structure, your mind can relax, and your true personality can finally come out to play.
To apply this to your life right now, don't wait for a big meeting. Use this structure tonight when talking to your family about what to eat for dinner, or when chatting with a friend about a book. Practice saying, "I feel we should try that new place because the reviews are great. What's your take?"
Before you go, we want to hear from you. What is one thing you love about your hometown and why?
Please use at least one connector in your answer and comment below so everyone can learn from your beautiful examples. Thank you for listening. This is English with EduWorld. Connect with world. If you found this helpful, please subscribe to English with EduWorld to keep our community growing.
And come back again for the next lesson. Keep practicing. Keep going. See you soon.
See you next time.
Bye-bye.